Guys, Taylor here and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you already been here, thanks for coming back. So in today's video, I'm coming at y'all with another one of my top 10 kind of videos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did videos showing you guys my top foundations, my top bronzers, my top setting powders. So I think it's only right I share with you guys my top 10 concealers. And as always, I like to give you guys options. So I am going to be doing 5 high-end concealers and 5 drugstore concealers that I personally think you need in your life. So if you are interested, then please keep on watching. Before we start the video, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please turn your post notifications on so you get notified every time your girl uploads a video. And follow me on Instagram. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright you guys, so everything that I mentioned in today's video, I will have it linked in the description down below for you guys. I am going to start with the high-end concealers first and then I'll jump over in the drugstore. So the first concealer that I have is probably the most underrated concealer in my collection until I really started to use it, and this is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have it in the shade Amande. If you've been watching my videos for a while, then you know I'm obsessed with this concealer. At first, when I picked this concealer up, I liked it, but I did not like the packaging at all, and I kind of was just using it just so I could like use it up because I don't like holding on to products. But I realized that I really like this concealer. Like, it is amazing. Nars always gets it right when it comes down to complexion, and this concealer wears well with literally every setting powder, every foundation, everything that I've tried this concealer with. It works well. It doesn't crease up on me. It lasts forever. It is not drying. Like, this concealer I feel like is a must-have. It is not a current concealer, but you can definitely find your shade. It has a pretty good shade range. The formula is just absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend this concealer right here. I wasn't going to repurchase it, but now that the Sephora sale is coming up, I'm almost done with this tube right here, so I'm definitely going to be picking up another one because this is now a staple in my collection. Okay, so the next concealer that I have is the most expensive concealer in my collection. This is the McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. I have this in the shade MD23, and let me tell you, I'm being 100% honest. The reason why you don't see this concealer a lot on my channel is because it is so expensive that I personally save this concealer for special occasions. Just being honest, it is so amazing. This is probably the only concealer in my collection that I cannot give you a dupe for. It is so amazing. It's unlike anything that I've ever used before. I've been wanting another shade in this concealer, but because it is so pricey, I just can't let myself buy it. If you want to pick this concealer up, the best time to do it is like around the Sephora sale, or check Pat McGrath's website, because I personally did not pay full price for this concealer. I actually got it in a bundle on Pat McGrath's website and it was discounted, and plus I got a additional discount because she was having a sale. If I can find that bundle, I will link it down below for you guys. But this concealer is absolutely amazing. Full coverage, crease proof, lasts forever, like shade range, top tier, amazing. I am absolutely obsessed with this concealer, and if you have the coin to spare, I highly recommend it. Alright you guys, so the next one that I have is another staple in my collection. This is the OG Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I have it in the shade Chestnut. For the longest, you guys, this was my favorite concealer. This was literally all I used to use. I had to stop myself from using this concealer. It is that good. But I know you guys don't see this often in my videos, but I do use this concealer every day to clean my brows up. It is amazing, super full coverage, creamy, flawless finish. So if you're looking for something like that, highly recommend it. It is matte but not too matte, so that is why I love this concealer so much. This will last you a really long time because you get a lot of product in this concealer. This is actually my second one. That was how obsessed I was with this concealer. Highly recommend it. Alright you guys, so the next high-end concealer that I have is from Fenty. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. I have it in the shade 430 and the shade 390. If you've been watching my videos for a while, then you know I like to use 2 concealers. So I'll use 430 to conceal and then 390 to brighten my under eye. This concealer is amazing. The formula is amazing. It is more on the matte side, but it's not matte dry. It's not drying. So if you have dry skin, you can definitely pull this concealer off. I feel like Fenty is another one of those brands that gets complexion right for me, and the shade range is there. It is not expensive, it is high-end, but it's high-end affordable. So with your discount from like Sephora or just on a regular, you can definitely pick this concealer up if you are interested. It's another one of those that you will definitely find your shade. Highly recommend it. The formula is amazing, doesn't crease once again, and it pairs well with everything. Alright you guys, so the final high-end concealer that I have is the Beauty Blender Bounce Concealer. I have this in the shade 4.20W. You guys, I'm going to be 100% honest, I haven't used this concealer in a really long time until like this week. I recently picked it back up, and this concealer is so amazing. It is super full coverage. So if you love a full coverage concealer, I will highly recommend this one. This one, I kind of use it the way I use my L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer because I got the wrong shade. So I will definitely pair this with another concealer. So as I said, I'll probably use Fenty to conceal the 430, and then I'll use this to brighten. But if you love a full coverage concealer, this is definitely it. It doesn't crease. It is full coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy on the skin, and it doesn't crease up on me. So that's why I love this concealer. So as I said, if you love full coverage, I highly recommend it. Alright guys, so moving on to the drugstore, I'm going to start with e.l.f. I have both the camo concealers, the hydrating one and the matte one. Personally, because I have dry skin, I find the matte concealer a little bit too matte for my liking, but paired with the hydrating concealer, this is the perfect concealer combo. I picked them up in the shade Deep Caramel, but I got it thinking that it was going to be the same shade, but it is not. It actually worked out in my favor, so I'll use the hydrating one to conceal, and then I'll go in with the matte one to brighten, and it is just amazing. It blends like a dream on the skin. Like if they had a concealer that was like demi matte or soft matte, I don't know what you would call it, like I would love it. This concealer just mix both of these and it is amazing. It is super inexpensive. It is e.l.f. super inexpensive. So if you're looking for a really good drugstore concealer, if you are oily skin, use the matte one. If you're dry skin, use the hydrating one. Or if you just like to mix it up a little bit, mix them both. It is the best concealer combo. Guys, so the next concealer that I have, I honestly don't feel like I need to say much about this concealer because I use it in literally every single video unless I'm doing a full face of a brand, and this is my L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer in the shade 410 Almond. You guys, this concealer is amazing. If you don't pick anything up from this video, you should definitely pick the L'Oreal concealer up. It is amazing. Kind of reminds me of the Too Faced concealer. It is a super creamy, super full coverage. It is the perfect shade to brighten your under eye. On its own, it is too much to like for the entire face, but to brighten, amazing. So I'll conceal with something else and then I'll go with this to brighten my under eyes. Absolutely amazing. Highly recommended. Super inexpensive. If you're looking for a really good concealer, highly recommend this. Alright y'all, so the next concealer that I have is a recent purchase of mine, but I have been loving it. This is the NYX Born to Glow concealer. I have it in the shade Golden Honey. You guys, I am obsessed with this concealer. I honestly cannot believe I just recently tried this. I love it so much. It is amazing. The formula is really nice. It is really hydrating, but at the same time, it doesn't crease up. I can't put my finger on it, but it doesn't crease up on me. It is not super full coverage, but being that I pair it with another concealer, then I'm fine with the amount of coverage that I get. If it's just for like everyday wear, it is absolutely amazing. Formula, amazing. As I said, NYX is probably a tad bit too pricey for the drugstore, but you get value for your money. The only thing that I don't like about this concealer is the applicator, that sponge thing. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but the formula is really nice. Guys, so the next concealer that I have is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Concealer. You guys, the formula of this concealer is honestly amazing. If you are going to pick any complexion up from Colourpop, I highly recommend the Pretty Fresh line. I feel like this line is amazing. I'm obsessed with the foundation as well. The formula of this concealer is just amazing. It reminds me a lot of my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. That's the kind kind of vibe that I get. So if you don't want to spend the coins on the Nars concealer, I highly recommend this one because I personally feel like it's a spot on dupe, and I love Nars, so believe me when I say it's a dupe. And it's super inexpensive. So yeah, if you're looking for a really good concealer, definitely check Colourpop out. And honestly, you guys, I feel like every other week Colourpop has a sale, so that's discount upon discount. So highly recommend. Alright you guys, so the final concealer that I have is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. If you're looking for coverage, if you're looking for shade range, if you're looking for price point, you guys, this is the concealer for you. This is amazing. If you've tried the Juvia's Place foundation and you're a bit iffy because that foundation is really thick, the concealer is nothing like that. It is really lightweight, but it does give you that coverage. It brightens. It's just amazing. I have it in the shade number 11. As I said, Juvia's Place has a really good shade range, super inexpensive. Juvia's Place is another one of those brands that if you can't find a discount code from an influencer, they have sales like for everything. Like every holiday you can think of, they have a sale, and their sales are pretty amazing, like 50%, 40% off. So you can definitely pick this concealer up. I highly recommend it. All right you guys, so that is everything I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section some of your favorite concealers, and also let me know what else you would like to see my top off. If you want to see like my top eyeshadow palettes, let me know and I'll do that for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.